Hi, thank you, Chairman and committee members. My name is Abby Johnson. I'm actually a former Planned Parenthood abortion clinic director. I was there for 8 years. I'm now a pro-life activist, and I'm here to register my support in HB 1212. I want to talk about some of the just different opposing comments that you're going to hear today, and briefly talk about those. I've been alerted that the South Dakota Catholic Conference of Bishops has now stated that they are in opposition of this bill. I am a Catholic, and so I want to talk about that briefly. It's crazy to me that the Catholic Church would deny equal protection of the unborn, particularly because the Catechism of the Catholic Church says that abortion is a grave sin. It says that abortion is murder. And nowhere at any point in time does the Catholic Church state that there should not be penalties for murder. In fact, it is the opposite. The Catechism of the Catholic Church 2268 says that the fifth commandment forbids direct and intentional killing and is gravely sinful. The murderer and those who cooperate voluntarily in murder commit a sin that cries out to heaven for vengeance. The Catechism of the Catholic Church states in 2271, the Catechism, that since the first century, the Church has affirmed the moral evil of every procured abortion. The teaching is not changed and remains unchangeable. Direct abortion, that is to say, abortion willed either as a means or an ends, is gravely contrary to the moral law. There's absolutely nothing that states that abortion should be acceptable or that there should not be some sort of penalty or punishment for an abortion. And in fact, when it comes to lawmaking, the CDF says specifically from Donum Vitae, the Congregation for the Doctrine of Faith says this, and this is particularly to lawmakers. It says, when the state does not place its power at the service of the rights of each citizen, and in particular of the more vulnerable, the unborn, the very foundations of a state-based law are undetermined. As a consequence of the respect and protection which must be ensured for the unborn child from the moment of conception, the law must provide appropriate penal sanctions for every deliberate violation of the child's rights. Another objection you're going to hear is that women will not come to pregnancy centers for help if abortion is made illegal. There is absolutely no data that shows that making abortion illegal will reduce services to pregnancy centers. In fact, numbers show quite the opposite. The liberal media has done a fantastic job telling women in states like Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and others that legally banned abortions, or states that have legally banned abortions, that if they seek help, they will be jailed. They've done this all over. Pregnancy centers in those states have only seen an increase, a significant increase in patients. My own 24-hour abortion helpline called Loveline has seen a significant increase in phone calls from those particular states. To claim that pregnant women will no longer seek help from PRCs is blatantly false and not backed up with any evidence-based data. For clarity, like the previous speaker said, abortion has not been reduced in South Dakota. Abortion continues to increase because of unreported mail order abortions. There is no strategy that will work outside of going after the consumerism of abortion. Approximately 70% of women committing abortions now are doing so by mail order. They are the abortionists themselves. 60% of these women having abortions already have children. They are not ignorant women. Women are either sad, uneducated dummies who have no agency over their own bodies, or they are strong, capable, smart people who are able to overcome any challenge put in front of them. I choose to believe that we are the latter. If you listen to women who have had abortions like myself, you will hear us say that having an abortion was the greatest regret of our lives. Not only did we stain our souls with this grave evil of murder, but we also murdered our children. Our children suffered the consequence. The most compassionate thing that you can do for women is to place a legal barrier in order for us not to kill our children. That is what compassion looks like. A refusal to vote for this bill is a vote to allow the slaughter of the preborn to continue in South Dakota. I urge you to vote yes on HB 1212. Thank you.